water is important for human body and real estate both, especially when you're at a place like Dubai. When we take a look at the KPMG report, they say the same thing, that the properties on the waterfront have appreciated 20% higher compared to the non-waterfront properties. And in Dubai, we have seen a staggering 30% difference in the appreciation. Hello everyone, I am Rishabh Goswami and today I'm going to share my insights on waterfront investment. Starting with the fact that this city's rising population and limited waterfront resources, demand remain consistently high. It is a common discussion with the investors wherein they seek advice about the waterfront properties. Clients want to know whether to invest in luxury waterfront destinations like MR Beachfront, which are selling slightly at a higher price, or invest in Mina Rashid and Maritime City, where the prices are still at the surface level and the trend is upwards. They want to know what are the rental returns or the short-term rental performances, as they are curious to know the best waterfront properties performing in Dubai. What values do beaches add to the property, and what are the options available for the beach enthusiast? After seeing the success of Palm Jumeirah, people want to know where to invest for villas and townhouses by the beach. Why is Dubai's limited coastline a significant factor in the value of waterfront properties? Is it wise to invest in the branded residences on the waterfront that add value? A lot of times people find branded residences selling at a premium. So should you consider a regular development or a branded residence? A common question from the investors: should they go for regular apartments in the building or buy the best of the views and configurations like penthouses? Later in this video, I'll share historical data to empower you to make informed investment decisions. We will delve into the success stories of leading luxury brands in waterfront development, showcasing the remarkable returns investors have achieved by carefully assessing the unique attributes of each individual project. Gaining a deep understanding of market dynamics and crafting robust investment strategies, investors can position themselves to capitalize on the considerable profit potential offered by the dynamic waterfront real estate market. Dubai's property market prices are still undervalued. Whenever there has been a correction in the market, the waterfront properties are the first to bounce back up. The real estate market of Dubai has not only transformed the skyline but also its coastline. The wealth magnet in Dubai keeps snowballing day by day. According to a recent study by the BRICS Wealth Report, the number of high net worth individuals who move to Dubai is about 80,000 millionaires. Dubai's coastline is just 72 kilometers, out of which the freehold options that are available, most of it has been handed over and boasts a massive capital appreciation for the investors who entered here 5 to 6 years ago. Now when we look at the previous statistics of the market, in a report by Knight Frank, it was mentioned that the prime locations with world-class amenities and strongest returns were seen in Palm Jumeirah, Blue Waters Island and JBR. These locations were a stellar choice made by the investors about a decade ago. Now I'm going to explain the top 5 investment opportunities on the waterfront in Dubai. Maritime City. The size of Maritime City is 4 square kilometer approx, which is divided into 2 halves. One is for the exclusive development of Emaar called Rashid Yachts and Marina, and the other half is being developed by Omniat. For the people who love investing and living in MR, Rashid Yachts and Marina is a good choice to be considered. For them, as given the track record of Emaar, they have done the best of the communities for end users. And this community is still at the surface level of prices, as this development will take about 8 to 10 years to be completed. For the investors who entered about 4 years ago, have started to witness potential returns of about 70% on their equity. In my past experience, all the launches over here are completely sold out. This is due to the high demand coming from the nearby areas like Bardubai, Mankul, Dera, where all these areas are completely leasehold, and the people living here would not possibly relocate to anywhere because of the proximity and connectivity. Then coming to the other half of Maritime City, which was announced by the Omniath founder as Jumeirah Peninsula. For my global viewership who are not familiar, Omniath has been into redefining the premium experience, as their piece of art called Lana by Omniath has been listed in the top 50 hotels of the world. This master community is being developed by Beyond, a brand launched by Omniath for the exclusive development of Jumeirah Peninsula. They recently introduced a project in Maritime City called Orise, which was completely sold out due to the existing high demand and flexibility of payment plan. That is 50% during construction and 50% on handover. They will continue to develop this area into one of the most premium waterfront communities across the globe. This development, which will have a beach of its own, which will drive the prices through the roof. So in between Jumeirah Peninsula and Rashid Yachts and Marina, if you are looking for a low-rise development in MR community, and if you're an MR fan, then you should consider Rashid Yachts and Marina. If you're looking for high-rise developments with flexibility in your payment plans, then you should consider Beyond. Coming to our second option, MR Beachfront, which is surrounded by the tourism capital of Dubai. The concept of this project has been taken from the Miami beach, and Dubai has never witnessed such a concept. MR Beachfront is a gated community with private beach length of 1.9 km with 27 high-rise residential towers, out of which more than 50% are branded residences. This development has taken shape already and will be completed in the next 5 to 6 years, where all the HNIs across the globe have a second home here due to the exclusivity it holds. For MR to do another version of this will take about 20 years and more. There will be world-class malls, gourmet restaurants, and prestigious yacht clubs. This development is selling at a higher premium as it caters to the luxury segment of lifestyle. And if this development was ready today, it would have been selling for average 9,000 to 10,000 dirhams per square foot, as none of the properties are selling less than 10,000 dirhams per square foot at the crescent of the Palm Jumeirah with a similar view. So that means in the next 3 to 4 years' time, when this community has taken shape fully, the price appreciation of Dubai being constant, the premium properties in this development will not be selling less than 15,000 dirhams per square foot. Yes, 15,000 dirhams per square foot. Do not be surprised, as the properties on the crescent without a private beach are priced at average 9,000 to 10,000 dirhams per square foot, and looking at the price appreciation in Dubai, which is 15% yearly, this kind of a development will not be selling less than 15,000 dirhams per square foot. Coming to our third option, that is Palm Jebel Ali, the trophy investment asset of Dubai. I would be lying if I meet anyone who doesn't want to live in a villa in Palm Jumeirah, if budget is not a problem. Palm Jumeirah is an address in itself. Given the success of Palm Jumeirah, Palm Jebel Ali is an investment opportunity for those who are looking to make the similar type of returns, and also for those who wants a home here in Dubai for a lifetime. Let me add a very crucial point, that land reclamation in today's market would have been expensive for any developer. Since Nakheel is a visionary developer, they envisioned long time back that Dubai would be needing such an address in the future. So they had already completed the land reclamation about 20 years ago. Well, Palm Jebel Ali is spread across 13.3 square kilometer with 110 kilometer of coastline and 90 kilometer of beachfront, where there'll be 120,000 residents and 80 plus resorts and 5-star hotels. This will take shape in the next 10 to 12 years. It's an idyllic, futuristic destination with spectacular views And it's also a promising proposition considering the history of Palm. When we look at Palm Jebel Ali, it is going to be twice the size of Palm Jumeirah and will cater luxury villas and mansions by the beach. With the fact that Dubai is moving south, this has seen a huge demand from Abu Dhabi side as well. This area is planned to be more organized than Palm Jumeirah, as Dubai has already started to proceed towards its D33 agenda. Palm Jebel Ali is also a part of it, which means it will be one of the most prime locations in the future when South has taken shape. Coming to our fourth option, that is Dubai Islands, formerly known as Palm Dera. If you are someone who loves to stay close to the heritage of Dubai, which is still the most sought after location, as 65% of the population resides here and 70% of the businesses carries its operation from here, where all the social infrastructure already exists. We have seen a good number of developments coming onto this part of Dubai, as there is an existing demand coming from the nearby areas, and there are no homes, which comes with a lifestyle and amenities. Dubai Islands has its own unique traits, where there are going to be villas and apartments both on the golf course, spanning over 17 square kilometers of land parcel, spread across 5 islands, where there will be 9 marinas with 87 resorts and hotels. As the demand for marine tourism has kept growing drastically, this development is in line with the vision of 2040 and D33 economic agenda. With the lack of infrastructure for the growing population and tourism, this development is an excellent opportunity for short-term returns and good rental appreciation for those who are looking to invest with flexibility in their payment plans. A very important development that is going to uplift the value of Maritime City and Dubai Islands is the Sandhaga Corridor, an initiative by RTA Dubai to improve road network and new bridges facilitating easier access to waterfront areas, making them more attractive to both residents and tourists. This increased accessibility can boost demand for waterfront developments around and drive up the prices. Coming to our last option, which is an amalgamation of downtown Dubai and Dubai Marina, Dubai Creek Harbour. Downtown Dubai and Dubai Marina, the master developer of these two communities is Emaar. What if years ago Emaar planned to give the feel of both these communities in just one location? What do you think the prices will be at today? To introduce such an amazing master plan, it's only possible for a developer like Emaar, and we are going to be discussing Dubai Creek Harbour, which everyone will address as the new downtown in the near future, which also will have a complete lifestyle of Dubai Marina. Along with the demand of waterfront communities, there is a very high demand for downtown Dubai as well, because of the accessibility and charm of the area. The presence of the Burj Khalifa, Dubai Mall and Dubai Fountain attracts tourists and residents alike, boosting property values and rental demand. For history to repeat, it takes time, and in near future, we will address Dubai Creek Harbour as Downtown 2.0 with the feel of marina lifestyle. Dubai Creek Harbour is twice the size of downtown, and it is divided into 7 districts. The development has already taken shape, and the investors who entered here in the initial phase have made potential returns. And there still remains a lot of room for the upcoming investors, as the Creek Tower has not taken shape yet. The retail district, which is going to be twice the size of Dubai Mall, has not been operational. This development is also home for those who like the life of downtown and marina, but due to the traffic congestion, Dubai Creek Harbour becomes their topmost priority. The rentals recently have picked up more than 55% in the past 2 years. Imagine the prices of downtown after 10 years of taking shape. Dubai Creek Harbour will surpass these prices in the next 4 to 5 years. This is an option for someone who missed the bus in downtown and Dubai Marina. Now, one last development that is not in Dubai, but we have seen a huge surge of global investors onto that part, which is the Al Marjan Island. I'm sure you're aware about the Wynn Casino that is coming up. This island will have branded and non-branded residences. As an investor, a good opportunity would be to invest in the branded residences, considering the fact that on a 2.7 square kilometer island, we would see the movement of HNIs coming to play in the casino. For them to stay, the first option would be a top branded residence like Address and JW Marriott. This is a proposition completely for those set of investors who are looking for the massive short-term returns. So entering here into this part of UAE should be before the casino is operational, which is 2027. Before we move forward, I would like to add that recently Dubai has introduced the world's largest marine reef development project to contribute in sustainable development by supporting fish population and environmental stewardship. As I quote His Highness, the Dubai Reef project's significant long-term environment and socio-economic impacts will serve Dubai's commitment to ensuring sustainable future for generations to come. This will have a major impact for the waterfront developments as it will promote marine tourism as well as ecotourism across the coastline of Dubai. Since we have discussed the best of the waterfront communities, I will come back to the most important questions that people ask. Our first question is whether to invest in luxury waterfront destinations like MR Beachfront, which is selling slightly at a higher price, or Maritime City, where the prices are still at the surface level. Now everything depends on your cash flow and your objective out of the investment. If you are looking for capital appreciation in the next 4 to 5 years, or if you want to have an exclusive lifestyle as your second home in Dubai with the lifestyle of Miami Beach in branded residences, then you should consider MR Beachfront. And if you are looking for higher rental appreciation and willing to hold for the next 7 to 8 years, then Maritime City will fulfill your goal. As I told you, there is an existing demand surge from the nearby areas. Also, Maritime City will continue to see more launches in the near future, which will drive the prices upwards. So now is the surface level and a very good opportunity for the initial investors to enter. Next question is, what value do the beaches add to your property investment and what are the options available in this? According to a report by Reuters, a beachfront property appreciates 15% more, and moreover, it's the convenience at your doorstep. That's the value people will pay for. We have discussed options like Palm Jebel Ali, Dubai Islands, MR Beachfront, Maritime City. These are the options varying from luxury mansions to water-facing apartments by the beach. Another question is, after seeing the success of Palm Jumeirah, people ask where to invest to get similar type of returns. So we have Palm Jebel Ali and Dubai Islands. Both are flagship projects by Nakheel. If you are looking to make sky-high returns in the next 10 to 12 years, then Palm Jebel Ali is an option as this development will take time. But as Dubai moving south, it will have a big impact once the south takes shape post the beginning of operations of Al Maktoum Airport. Whereas Dubai Islands will take more time for the completion of its entire island, but due to its proximity to the cultural heritage of Dubai. I will share an example. There was a villa launch in Dubai Islands called Bay Villas. They were sold out on the day of launch, given the demand in the area, as it is bought mostly by the people who are living in the heritage of Dubai, where people are looking for bigger spaces and a lavish lifestyle. Our next question is, why is Dubai's limited coastline an important factor while investing? This is a question for supply and demand, as waterfront is limited and the coastline of Dubai has leasehold as well as freehold areas. Now, Blue Waters, Palm Jumeirah, JBR, these communities have appreciated more or less 15 to 17% year on year. That's because the demand keeps on increasing due to the shortage of water-facing homes. With the immense growth of marine tourism and population, we will continue to see the prices going upwards for waterfront properties. The next one is it wise to invest in branded residences or regular apartments on the waterfront? So branded residence holds a good demand for short-term rentals as it is managed by a brand. So it comes with a guarantee of high-end services and lifestyle. Whereas in regular apartments, it's good for long-term rentals and would want to enjoy the breathtaking views of sea every day. Branded residents like Royal Atlantis, One Palm by Omniath, address JBR, have seen a huge capital appreciation of around 200% and more, as Dubai's growing population has seen a very good demand for luxury homes and state-of-the-art residences. Last and the utmost important question is what views to go for and what kind of configuration to choose when investing in waterfront. All this completely depends upon the objective of your investment. If your goal is rental appreciation and you're looking for the highest return on your investment, taking up a partial water-facing unit will fetch you the highest return on investment, as it will save your capital when going for the full water-facing unit. If your goal is capital appreciation, then you should be looking at full water-facing options, as it will increase the demand and it will fetch you the premium that you're looking for at the time of handover. Rest, the numbers and the strategy of investing can be discussed at length. Like, share and subscribe. Signing off. This is Rishabh saying adios.